Have you ever wondered what truly matters in life? What if I told you that a few simple lessons, shared by those who have lived the longest, could completely change the way you see the world? Imagine sitting down with someone in their 80s or 90s and hearing the wisdom they've gained through decades of experience. What would they tell you? What do they regret? What do they cherish most? Today, we're diving into the most powerful life lessons from wise elders, things they wish they had known sooner. These aren't just words. They're hard-earned truths that can transform the way you live. Because once you understand these lessons, you will never be the same. So sit back, open your mind, and let's learn from those who have walked the path before us. Lesson 1. Time is the most valuable currency. Mr. Thompson, an 82-year-old retired businessman, sat in his quiet living room, staring at an old clock on the wall. "I used to chase money like it was the only thing that mattered," he sighed. "Worked 16-hour days, missed birthdays, anniversaries, even the little moments, like tucking my kids into bed. I told myself, one day I'll have enough, and then I'll enjoy life. But that one day never came. And now, my children are grown, my wife is gone, and I'd give up every dollar I ever made just to relive those moments." His story is a powerful reminder that time is the most valuable currency we have. "You can always make more money," he said, shaking his head, "but you can never get back lost time." Unlike wealth, time is something we spend every single day, whether we realize it or not. And once it's gone, there's no earning it back. So, what's the lesson here? Don't wait for someday to live your life. Prioritize meaningful relationships over endless work. Take that trip with your loved ones. Call your parents more often. Make time for real conversations instead of just scrolling through your phone. Because at the end of your journey, you won't be counting your money, you'll be counting the moments that truly mattered. Lesson 2. Holding grudges only hurts you. At 78 years old, Mr. Reynolds sat on his front porch, staring into the distance. His voice was heavy with regret as he recalled a friendship that had fallen apart decades ago. "I had a best friend once," he said. "We were like brothers. But one day we had a terrible argument. Over something so small, I can barely remember it now. I was so stubborn, so sure I was right, that I refused to forgive him. Years went by, then decades, and before I knew it, he was gone. I never got the chance to tell him I was sorry, or that I missed him." He sighed. "Looking back, I see it now. Holding on to that grudge didn't hurt him. It only robbed me of my own peace." His story is a painful but important lesson. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. When you carry resentment, it doesn't punish the other person. It only weighs you down. It steals your joy, your energy, and your ability to move forward. Meanwhile, the person you're angry at may have moved on long ago while you're still stuck reliving the pain. So, let go. Not for them, but for yourself. Whether it's an old friend, a family member, or even a stranger who wronged you, don't let bitterness control your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing bad behavior. It simply means freeing yourself from the burden of anger. Because at the end of the day, peace is worth far more than proving a point. Lesson 3. Love and kindness matter more than success. Mr. Bennett, a 76-year-old retired businessman, sat in his spacious home surrounded by expensive furniture, awards, and plaques from his career. But despite all his success, his voice carried a deep sadness. "I spent my entire life chasing success," he admitted. "I built a company from the ground up, made more money than I ever thought possible. But in the process, I neglected my family. I missed my kids' school plays, their birthdays. I told myself I was working hard for them, but really, I was just chasing my own ambitions." He sighed, looking around his empty house. "Now, I have all this, but what I don't have are the people who mattered most." His story is a stark reminder of one simple truth. At the end of life, no one wishes they worked more. They wish they loved more. No one looks back and says, "I wish I had spent more time in meetings," or "I wish I had made more money." Instead, they regret the missed moments, the hugs they didn't give, the kind words left unsaid, the time they didn't spend with the people who truly mattered. So, here's the lesson. Value people over achievements. Success is fleeting, but love and kindness leave a lasting impact. Make time for your loved ones, nurture your relationships, and never be too busy to show you care. Because in the end, the true measure of a life well lived isn't wealth or status. It's the love you gave and the lives you touched along the way. Lesson 4. Happiness comes from simplicity. Mrs. Evelyn, an 85-year-old woman, sat in her small but cozy home, running her fingers over an old photo album. She smiled as she turned the pages, pausing at a picture of her younger self, laughing with her children on a picnic blanket under a big oak tree. "You know," she said softly, "I spent so many years thinking happiness was about having more clothes, a bigger house, fancier things. But when I look back, the moments that truly made me happy weren't about what I owned. They were the simple days, eating dinner with my family, walking barefoot in the grass, watching the sunset with my husband. Those were the best times of my life." Her words reveal a powerful truth. The less you own, the lighter you feel. We live in a world that constantly tells us to chase more money, more gadgets, more luxury. But in reality, too many possessions can weigh us down. They take up space, demand our time, and often distract us from what really matters. True happiness doesn't come from a full closet or an expensive car. It comes from laughter, love, and the peace that simplicity brings. So, take a step back. Let go of what you don't need. Instead of filling your life with things, fill it with experiences. Spend time with loved ones, enjoy the beauty of nature, and embrace the little moments. Because in the end, happiness isn't found in what you own. It's found in the life you live. Lesson 5. Health is your greatest wealth. At 90 years old, Mr. Harris still wakes up early every morning, stretches his arms, and takes a slow but steady walk around his garden. His mind is sharp, his laughter is strong, and his energy is better than some people half his age. "People always ask me what my secret is," he chuckled. "It's no secret at all. I just took care of myself. I moved every day, ate real food, and never let stress eat me alive. That's it." He paused, looking at his hands. "I've seen friends who worked hard their whole lives, built fortunes, but neglected their health. Now they have money, but they can't enjoy it. They're too sick, too tired. And me? I may not be rich in money, but I'm rich in life." His story teaches a simple but crucial lesson. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. We often take health for granted when we're young, assuming we'll always have the energy, strength, and mobility to do what we want. But the truth is, every choice we make, What we eat, how much we move, how we handle stress, determines the quality of our later years. You can have all the success in the world, but if you don't have your health, none of it truly matters. So, make your well-being a priority. Move your body every day, whether it's a walk, a stretch, or even dancing around the house. Eat food that nourishes you, not just what's convenient. And most importantly, don't let stress steal your peace, because nothing is more valuable than waking up each day feeling strong, capable, and ready to enjoy life. Lesson 6. Speak less, listen more. Mr. Thompson, a 92-year-old man with a warm smile and eyes full of wisdom, sat in his rocking chair and chuckled as he recalled his younger days. "I used to be the guy who always had something to say," he admitted. "I thought talking made me look smart, so I'd jump into every conversation, eager to share my opinions. But as the years went by, I realized something. The more I talked, the less I learned. And the times I chose to stay quiet and just listen, those were the moments I truly grew." He smiled. Wisdom isn't about having the loudest voice in the room. It's about hearing what others have to say. His words hold a powerful truth. You grow by listening, not by speaking. So many people spend conversations waiting for their turn to talk, instead of actually absorbing what's being said. But the greatest lessons in life don't come from our own words. They come from the experiences and perspectives of others. When you truly listen, you open the door to understanding, connection, and wisdom that you might otherwise miss. So, slow down, be curious, ask questions, and genuinely listen to the answers. Whether it's an elder sharing life lessons, a stranger offering a new perspective, or a loved one opening up their heart, every conversation has something to teach you if you're willing to hear it. Conclusion. Life is short, and wisdom often comes too late. But if you take these lessons to heart, valuing time, letting go of grudges, prioritizing love over success, embracing simplicity, taking care of your health, and truly listening, you will live a life with fewer regrets and more meaning. The elders who shared these insights have walked the path before us, and now it's up to us to learn from their experiences. If you found value in this video, let me know by commenting 9 below. Or if you think these lessons don't matter, comment 0 instead. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.